When your wife wants to give away your entire life savings so her golden child brother can have a luxury wedding he never earned, how do you say no without becoming the villain in your own marriage? Am I the bad guy for refusing to give my brother-in-law $50,000 for his dream wedding, even though my wife says I should put family first? Hello everyone, my name is Ryan and I will be your narrator for our story today. It was submitted by one of our listeners, and if you haven't followed us already, please click that like, follow and subscribe buttons below. It will surely help our channel a lot and allow us to bring more favorite stories to you. Now, let us begin. I'm Josh. I'm 36. My wife, Helen, is 33. We've been married for 5 years, and we have one beautiful child together. We met in a cafe years ago, dim lights, soft music, a place where moments felt slower. She smiled at me like she'd been waiting for me, and somehow, that smile turned into a marriage, a daughter, and a life I love. We're good together. We trust each other. We choose each other. But there has always been one problem. Helen cares for her family so deeply. Sometimes so blindly. That logic doesn't always survive the warmth. And now that problem has grown teeth. Helen has a younger brother named Ben. He's 26. Ben is the definition of a golden child. The favorite. The adored one. The one her parents protect at all costs. They've always treated him like the center of the universe, everything spins around him, everything bends in his direction. Any flaw he has is excused, any mistake forgiven, any need prioritized. He still lives with my in-laws, no rent, no responsibilities, no pressure to grow up. And nobody in that family sees this as strange. Recently, Ben announced he's getting married. And that's where the storm began. Ben and his fiancée, Kate, are influencers. Online, they look glamorous, perfect beaches, fancy restaurants, expensive outfits, designer bags, curated aesthetics. But offline? They're broke. They've wasted their money on vacations, luxury items, impulsive trips, and content creation. They spent everything trying to look wealthy instead of becoming stable. And now they want a luxury wedding, extravagant, dramatic, and completely unrealistic. The kind of wedding influencers dream about. But responsible adults don't attempt without savings. They want the best wedding possible. And they expect family to finance it. And by family, they mean me. One evening, after putting our daughter to sleep, Helen sat down with me at the kitchen table. She looked nervous, like she knew she was crossing a line but hoped love would smooth it over. She told me her parents had been discussing the wedding. She told me Ben and Kate needed help. She told me this was important to the family. Then she said she wanted us to give Ben money for the wedding. I asked, calmly, "How much?" She hesitated, and then she said Ben and Kate still need around $50,000, at least, to make their dream wedding come true. I felt the air leave my lungs. $50,000. Our life savings. The money I earned by taking on extra hours. The money we saved because we have a child starting kindergarten soon. The safety net that let us sleep at night. Our daughter is 2 years old. Her education is expensive. Our home is expensive. Life is expensive. And when she was born, Helen stopped working to become a stay-at-home mom, something I supported fully, something we planned together. I took on more hours, more shifts, more exhaustion, just to make sure we could live comfortably. We saved slowly, carefully, intentionally. And she wanted to give it away. I reminded her, gently at first, that we had a small wedding. Not because we wanted small, but because we couldn't afford bigger. We didn't ask for help. We didn't demand contributions. We accepted reality. I reminded her that kindergarten is coming soon. That we need our savings. That being a one-income household already stretches us. And then I reminded her of something she didn't expect. 3 years ago, my younger sister asked for financial help with her first car. We were expecting our daughter. Money was tight. I wanted to help, she's my sister. But Helen told me we shouldn't. That perhaps we couldn't afford to. That we needed to put our own family first. And she was right. So I said no. Now suddenly, that logic doesn't apply to her brother. When I pointed that out, she grew silent. Not thoughtful silent. Wounded silent. Defensive silent. As if fairness itself was an insult. I told her, clearly. We cannot give Ben $50,000. She didn't accept it. We argued, not yelling, not explosive, worse than that. It was quiet, cold, heavy. A conversation where every sentence feels like a crack forming in the foundation. We went to bed without touching. And the next morning, the real pressure began. First, her parents called. Not to discuss, to instruct. They said I should put family first. They said Ben deserves a beautiful wedding. They said $50,000 isn't that much when it's for family. They said I was being selfish. Cold. Disrespectful. Then Ben and Kate called. They texted long paragraphs full of guilt and self-pity. Family should help. This is our dream wedding. We need everyone to step up. You're ruining the unity. You don't understand how important this is. Kate even messaged me a thank you in advance. As if I had already agreed. As if the decision wasn't mine at all. And all of them, every single one, repeated the same phrase, you need to put family first. But apparently, my family, my wife, my daughter, our future, doesn't count. Helen has changed since then. She's colder. Quieter. Moving through the house like a ghost wrapped in disappointment. She says little. But every silence feels like an accusation. Like I'm failing her. Failing the marriage. Failing her brother. And the worst part? I love her. I love our life. I love our child. And yet, she makes me feel like I'm the villain. All because I refuse to destroy our financial stability. For a man who refuses to grow up. And a wedding no one can afford. Now I sit here wondering, am I protecting my daughter's future? Or damaging my marriage? Am I being responsible? Or stubborn? Am I standing my ground? Or am I the villain in a story I don't understand? Everyone keeps telling me to put family first. But isn't my family, the one I built, the one I vowed to protect, the one I'm working overtime to support, the one that matters most? So, I need to ask, am I the bad guy? If saying no makes me the villain, then what does it make the people demanding $50,000 from a family with a child to support? And that's it, everyone. If you enjoyed this story, make sure to like, follow, and subscribe for more. This is Ryan checking out. Thanks for listening, and I'll see you in the next one.